Okay. Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm just waiting for sound. Can you hear me? Welcome to my show. Hi, AAH Radio Plus. How are you today? Hope you all tuning in and you're ready and you got your popcorn. All right. Welcome to my show here with me, Judge Desire for Knowledge, the host with the most. And I am your host. So I'm just waiting for sound. Sounding good? Okay, great. All right. Hi, everyone, again. Mi amores, hola. And especially to my Boricuas out there. Woo, ooh, my family. Happy Puerto Rican Day celebration in the Bronx, in New York, and all over the world. But besides that, I'm glad you all are here and joining me today. This Saturday, 3 o'clock. And guess what it is? Guess what time it is? It's time for Know Your Truth Real Talk. That's right. Someone said they want some barbecue chicken. Well, Steve, I'm grilling today, and it's going to be a whole chicken a jerk. So come watch that channel, Grilling with Judge Desire for Knowledge. Thanks for joining in. I will be, oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, happy PR weekend. Yeah, I will be grilling right after this show. That's why I'm trying to move it so I could get out there and grill everything today. And I will be putting it up on my show, Grilling with Judge Desire for Knowledge on YouTube. So go check that out. Go see how I marinate. It is BBQ-licious. All right, so back to the show now. Hi, everyone. I'm Judge Desire for Knowledge, the host with the most. And this week on Know Your Truth Real Talk, we have for you IAAH Radio Plus. Go check them out. Thanks for joining us here today. Oros celebration, that's right. And go check them out. They have great shows, genres from all over the world, everything, every kind of music you can think of, 24 hours a day. But I'm going to start with my topic today, which is really something I wanted to talk about for a long time, because sometimes people just don't get it, do they? Yeah. So the title of the show, as you all know, did you get your popcorn, guys? Because it's going to be popping. This is for those that do good and those that do bad. So if you do bad, oof. Oh, 5. All right. CEO 5 a.m. Well, we're happy to have you here tuning in. He's the CEO of IAAH Radio and IAAH Radio Plus. Woo! All right. So let's get started. So good karma, bad karma is the title for Know Your Truth Real Talk this week. That's the topic. What have you ever heard? What goes around comes around? Yeah, and it really does. It's the kind of karma you can escape from, because usually when you have people that think that they can escape from things that they have put out there in the universe and the world, no. Mm-mm. So we're going to talk about that today and talk about something people love to debate but experience every day. They debate it. They really do. They don't care about it. But karma, you've seen it. You've seen it some way and somehow. For instance, I'm the person who cuts everyone off in traffic, right? That's one example. Only to get stopped at every red light. Didn't you notice that? You're like, why did you cut us off? I've had that before. You're not going anywhere. Well, that is karma. It's as simple as that. So I just want to give you some examples of good karma and bad karma to this show, this episode of Know Your Truth Real Talk, because some people don't recognize it, and a lot of people do a lot of good out there and don't think that it's going to turn back to you. Yes, it will. And a lot of people do the opposite, and it's going to come back to you as well. How about the coworker who takes credit for your work, everybody's work daily? I've seen this before, and then wonders why nobody helps when when that person's drowning. Well, bad karma. That's bad karma. The one before that was good karma. So you can tell the difference before I start this episode of this segment, I should say, of good and bad. And I'm sure we know what the words and the terms good and bad, but it can be actually anything simple, very simple, okay, that you do bad or good. And it will, the universe, the world, it will come back 1,000-fold. So be careful what you do. Like, for instance, the neighbor who shovels an elderly person's driveway, right? without being asked, and suddenly half of the neighborhood joins that person when they need assistance, like for instance, a roof leaking or something like that. That's called good karma, all right? Well, some call that karma, though, some call it coincidences. And that's where we're going to separate the two. Whatever you want to name it, there's one thing more people agree on, and it's what you're about, it's what you put out into the world, okay? It tends to find its way back because it's right, universe, get it? And it really does happen. So don't think it's not, people, good people, bad people, who's ever watching. I hope you all are good. Because that's all we want to put out there. So because we love good, and some people hate it, but we're going to start with good karma first in everyday life. Good karma, okay? I'm going to give you examples, okay? Because good karma isn't just about winning the lottery, and sometimes it's just, like I said, much simpler. For example, the grocery store, a woman notices a young teacher struggling with a screaming toddler. Okay, this is an example. And a cart full of groceries. Instead of complaining, she lets her go ahead in line. I've done that where someone has one thing in their hand. Why are you making them wait when you have 40 items? No, let them go. What's so bad about being nice? You know, you see people, they're so uptight, so cold and frigid. We tired of those type of people, right? Yeah, definitely. We're tired of them. It's time to bring some goodness here into the world, into the universe. But when we're talking about good karma, 2 weeks later, she's rushing to work, right? And when someone lets her merge into traffic jam, she gets to work on time. That's a small, kindness, small reward back from the universe, back from the world, giving her the opportunity to get back what she gave out. So believe me, when you put out, you're going to get back. And when you look at things and you go, oh, I've done great and I haven't, you will see it. And you probably didn't notice it because you're looking for something triple, or you got to be grateful and appreciative of whatever little thing is and see it for that, and then maybe the big ones will come. But the first step would be to start with simple and little things, and then when you have a big thing come that is great and good karma, you'll notice it even more. But the little things need to be noticed first for you to actually grasp the bigger ones that you probably missed as well, because you couldn't even see the simple ones. You're just looking for big ones. That's not good either. Life moves a little easier with doing good. So when you're doing good and don't look for it, just do it, is what I want to say. Um, for example, in the workplace, an employee helps train new hirees. I've done that before. Have you guys? They never ask for recognition, never brags, never. Then promotion time comes and arrives, and management remembers exactly who made the team stronger. Good karma always arrives disguised as opportunity as well. So be on the lookout. When it's disguised as opportunity, you won't even see it. What do you think? You had an opportunity the other day when something came up and you said, well, how did I get this? You put out that goodness out there in the world. You put it out in the universe. You're going to get it back in different ways, things that you never thought of. Just watch and see, but don't sit on and wait for it. Just do it anyway. It's something that should be automatic, right? And I don't mean bad karma, because we're going to get to that. Another example is a stranger who returns a wallet containing hundreds of dollars, and months later, his lost phone is returned untouched. Now, we know a lot of people aren't going to return money, which is sad, because that is going to be karma to you. Um, if that person's not found, that's different. But if you know the person that lost the money, or whatever case may be, try to give it back. I have given back many phones in my lifetime. Just recently, 3 at the gym. I've given back in the post office. I mean, people leave their phones. I mean, who wants to have to go buy? Do you want to buy another phone when yours is lost, or would you prefer someone returning it to you? So in order to get that back, you need to do the same, right? And we're not going to have honest people in the world. But it's funny how honesty has a way of meeting honesty when you do the right thing. So here we go with the bad karma now. I'm going to start. It's hot. It's a balmy, 78, but it's pretty nice. It's not like yesterday was 90. but I'm burning up right now. Anyway, are you guys warm, cold, wherever you are? Just leave in the comments. You don't have to put where you live. I'm not nosy like that. But your temperature, or are you in spring, summer, fall, winter? Because I'm glad it looks like we just got out of winter. It took all spring long. But anyway, bad karma in everyday life versus the good karma we just presented. I just presented here. Now let's talk about the other side. Bad karma isn't lighting bulbs in the sky, right? It's not like if lightning hits you or anything. It's often self-inflicted. So don't forget that you inflict your own karma. It's not going to be all that thunder, the lightning. Oh my God, I wonder what happened. No, you inflict it. It's going to happen. So the first example I would like to say is like a chronic liar. You ever been around chronic liars that they just don't stop? They lie constantly. Well, little lies turns into big lies, and then convenient lies. All right. And eventually people stop believing that person. They stop believing them. And even when they're finally telling the truth, that's karma, not magic. Because when you're telling the truth, now nobody believes you. So believe that. That's also karma, and that is in a specified, simplistic way, manner it's given out to you. Because until you get to realize, you know, that small things mean a lot just as much as big things in life, then you're going to get it. Whether it's bad, whether it's good karma or bad karma. Okay. So example 2 is the person that sabotages the office place. Okay. A coworker spreads gossip. We all have that gossiper, right? Someone that has to always talk about everybody else, but they're not doing anything in their own lives. That's sad, but it's true. Those are usually ones. Um, the coworker who spreads gossip to get ahead, things like that. For a while it works, right? But then nobody trusts them either. The very ladder they climb becomes the ladder nobody holds steady. So be careful with those type of gossipers. That's bad karma. When you gossip about people all day, whether you have the receipts, I call the evidence receipts, um, or not, it's not good to talk about people's lives, because you may be in that position one day yourself, and you know what, that person that's talking about you talking about somebody to a person, well, the people are listening to you and they know you're probably talking about them too. So it's not good, and this is how gossip goes around and around and around. And it sucks. But here's another special one that I know we all see. Not only gossipers, but we have example number 3, the users. Blah blah blah. Yeah, exactly. They have nothing good to give out, right, to the world and the universe. Just talk, gossip. But let's get to example number 3, the user. Now everyone has met a user, whether in relationships, the workplace, partnerships, whatever you want to call it, any type of relationship, you have met the user. All right. Nobody can tell me they haven't. Or you're a user yourself. So if you know you are, this is for you. We've all met them. The friend who only calls when they need money, need a ride, need advice, need a place to stay, need your Netflix password and stuff like that, need your kidney, need your money. But when you need them, where are these people? They're suddenly working on themselves. That, oh, I can't do this right now. I'm so sorry. I'm not there for you. But are they really? Now, some people are genuine and then some people aren't. But that's for you to figure it out. When you see what works in people's life, you'll know if karma is hitting them actually. But let's just go back, because I've seen it hit a lot of people. And that's scary, which is reason why I wouldn't do bad karma to people. Not only that, but it's my morals. I wasn't brought up that way. I wish a lot of people weren't, because there's a lot of people that they don't have morals and they don't care. People that's going to watch this and they're not going to care, and it's okay. I'm still going to say what I need to say. If not, go to another channel where they have bad karma on there, because I'm just giving a description of both sides, and preferably I'm on good karma side. I like that one better. Don't you guys? Yeah. Oh, you're laughing. Eventually people stop answering when you do when you use people too much, okay? Because bad karma often arrives as loneliness as well. So all these words I just said, loneliness, opportunity, this is karma. When you do get the opportunity, when you don't, when you're lonely, and this is all good and bad karma, but people don't recognize it. So I wanted to do this show, this sequence today, because we need to recognize it, not the way that we intend to recognize it. There's different ways. Loneliness as well, not for everyone, but usually whatever you've done out there has come back to haunt you most likely, but you wouldn't notice that because you do so much bad. And the opposite, when you do so much good, sometimes you wouldn't even notice it, but most likely you will. You'll say, how's all this great stuff happening to me? It's because you did great things. And for some people, it's not the same, but it's just momentarily before they get exactly what they've put out there. So, and I've seen what it does to people, and it arrives as loneliness. Um, I'm going to go to the karma's funniest moments. Have you noticed karma as a sense of humor sometimes? Like, the universe and the world has a way, because I use both words. Some people don't use universe. I prefer universe. But the world, people say that as well, has a sense of humor. Okay, like God has a sense of humor. Like a person says, I hate drama, right? But usually brings enough drama for 3 Netflix novelas. Okay, make that make sense. Like you say, you don't like drama, and I've seen people say that, but they bring it to their daily lives. Or the guy who brags, "Nobody can fool me." Then that person gets catfished by someone with the name Princess. Come on, all right. Posting, "I'm living my best life." Make that make sense. You know you're not living your best life. You just got catfished. But you're too busy out there trying to impress other people on something about who you're really not. Bragging is not a good thing. That's bad karma. Okay. Drama as well. So we have to learn these things. Doesn't do us good, any good at all. Or a person that who posts that, just like I said, I'm living my best life. Another person, but 3 minutes after arguing with relatives in the comments, okay? They're not living their best life. No, you're not. Make that make sense. You got the person that's been catfished saying they living their best life, but in reality, they're not. Because they don't want to let you know their real life. So they need to post something that makes it look better. And these are the people that actually have the bad karma coming to them because of the facts that they don't do good. They don't put out good. They use people, catfish people. All my children as the world turns. Exactly. And when you do things like this in life, this is what happens to you. Yeah. You can't post your best life, but in the background, you're living a life of hell. And why I say that is because why do you need to post everything for everybody to believe something that's not happening? We would like to see positivity, even if things aren't going good. You don't need to put that either. Whether they're going good or not is nobody's business. But these are usually the people that are getting calmer, so they're feeling it. They're really feeling, and they don't realize what's going on. How about the person who, this is my favorite, by the way, someone who cheats in a relationship because they think they found something better. 6 months later, they're posting quotes about betrayal. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Karma looked at them and said, welcome to today's lesson. Now, this is my favorite one because I've seen it. And I love it because, you know, some people come in, they play the game, then they get played by the game. So be careful out there. Oh, and with that being said, please go check out my shows. The games people play. I have a few videos out there, different topics on the different sequences on the topic games people play. It's pretty cool. I think so anyway. And I'm going to go on to relationships and karma. And this is what people need to see and hear. Relationships may be where karma works over time. So, I'm going to start with the good relationship karma, where keeping your word is great, showing appreciation, which all of us should do, being gratitude, thankful is great, communicating honestly, being loyal, respecting boundaries. All right, these habits are good. They build trust, Trust creates stability. Stability creates happiness. Now, sometimes you might not get a partner that understands that, and they may be the total opposite, but that's their problem. That doesn't mean you don't come out and be the true you. And I mean good, if you're a good person, just because, well, I don't want to be that person because that person may not be who I want. You see all these things. I've seen it in the courtroom. Well, I'm not going to say good things to them because this and that, or I'm not going to do this and that because they didn't treat me right. No, be who you are. And if that's who you are, then the karma is going to come back for you. But if your morals are to be that way, don't let someone change you in a relationship to be bad. Start out that way. And I promise you, if that person did the opposite and didn't deserve you, step out. It's over. It's that easy. It's no such thing as wanting to take revenge. Who you taking revenge on? It's not gonna do anything. It's just gonna come back to you, right? It's like I just said, the player gets played. So let them walk into their mess. I mean, it's just you do your good. All right. And now with that good that you're doing, and if that person is a bad person, then they'll get theirs. But we're gonna go on to bad relationship karma now. This is playing games, ghosting, catfishing, manipulation, manipulating people, using affection as a weapon, and keeping backup options. A lot of people do that, and they think that's okay. Revenge equals bad karma. Exactly. Especially revenge. Who has time for that? You're going to age 1,000 years and look like you're 1,000 years old and you're only 40. I mean, who wants to do that? A lot of people, because I see it in the courts. I mean, I see all your stories. Again, I got to stop right here. I got to get the popcorn, but they won't allow me to eat in court. So, yeah, your stories are displayed. So try not to bring it there unless you're caught in a criminal violation and you're brought in. Please don't come here with your foolishness. If I could only tape it. All right. And I'm not making fun of people. I'm just saying it's sad. Work things out. Do good karma. Say, you know what? This is what it is and this is what it is. That person doesn't agree, then you go to court. But to display everything out and not work it out first, it's ridiculous. It's childish and childhood. It's like I said in my other show, which you should go see as well. Men and women versus boys and girls, and there's a lot of them out here, boys and girls. But anyway, these people keeping backup options, all this stuff, this is little boy, little girl stuff. You don't want, once you see things like that, get out of the relationship right away. It's not my advice. It's just that I need you to hear it first as evidence of working, as past experience of seeing these happen to other people. These are little boys and girls. You don't have time for that. It's grow up time. It's time to grow up, people. Because people who treat hearts like rental cars often discover their own heart eventually gets returned with damage. So is it worth it? Is it really? What you do to others will reverse back to you. So be careful of that. And sometimes you get that person that it reverse backs to them and they're acting like they don't know what happened. You don't know what happened. So let me ask you, what did you do? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, wow. And now you're mad? Wow. Oh, excuse me. Now we're going to come up to one of my favorite, and it's called parenting karma. Because parents know this one. You spend 5 years telling your child, clean up your room, clean up your room. Then 20 years later, your adult child tells your own child, their own child, clean up your room. That's karma too. You know, what you do goes back. Like if your child is bad, then when they have children, you ever heard of that in the old sayings? Because my mom always said, if you don't be good, that's going to happen when you have children. That's karma. And suddenly they call you after learning about it and say, Mom, Dad, now I understand. That isn't karma. That's poetic justice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's just keep it real. That's poetic justice, because what you do, even in parenting, when you have parents, what you do to them will definitely reflect on you when you have your children. And everything you do actually will. If you take time to study that instead of looking on stupidity on social media and things that is not going to make sense or even be worth wasting time on, you'll get it. And then you'll be like, yeah, why have I been doing that? Now I know why you would call it bad luck, good luck. No, 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 no. That's not what it is. It's karma. Blessings come to those who give out blessings, and those that take away will get exactly what they do. So here's the truth in closing thoughts. Good karma isn't about being perfect, okay? So don't get me wrong on that. Bad karma isn't about being cursed, just like I said. It's about patterns in people. When you consistently put out to the world or the universe, because I call it the universe, the world, kindness, honesty, integrity, and respect, life tends to return opportunities, trust, friendships, and peace. So if you want to live your peace, not all the time you're going to have peace, but that has nothing to do with your karma. There's people out here that's just not going to change. But when you consistently put out selfishness, dishonesty, manipulation, and cruelty, life tends to return conflict, stress, and isolation. So when you see people a lot, I have a few friends. I'm not going to mention names as usual. I would never do that, and I talk to them a lot. Sometimes it's good for isolation, but always, and they're always talking about, I don't need friends. I don't want. What have you put out into the world that has gotten you isolated from it? Unless it was of your own free will, and that's what you choose, because people choose that. It's powerful to be able to stay by yourself, love yourself, and stuff like that, so that when you meet the right person, no Jezebel or street talker and walker could come up, whether male or female, and do anything, because you're too strong in your purpose. You'll know when people are manipulating you, catfishing you, and all of that stuff, because you stand in your purpose. So it's very powerful. But isolation on a bad karma sense is because it's being taken away from you. Everything that you have done, um, the universe may not always settle accounts immediately, because I've seen people as they aged and they get older, that's when the karma hits, all that you've done. So the universe may not settle accounts immediately, but eventually actions collect interest, and you got to pay that back. So before you speak, act, text, post, gossip, cheat, lie, ask yourself this one thing. Ask yourself, if this comes back to me tomorrow, will I be happy to receive it? Because what goes around has a has a very funny way of finding its way back to you. Yeah, so be careful what you put out there, people, into the universe, the world, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing. You might just get it back. That's real talk. So until next time, always remember, plant good seeds. The harvest is already on its way when you do. So with that being said, I'm ready to go do my grilling right now, because I love grilling. So go check that out later. Thanks for joining me. Next week, I have something that's really deep. This was just a little simplistic, but next week it's going to be very deep. So come in. I'm not sure. I'm hoping to go live, because on a weekly basis, I'm not sure what may come up, events, stuff like that, that I may have to tape pre-record. But I'm hoping to go live, because it's going to be really, really interesting. I'm getting real deep now as we go. So I hope you all come and join me. Also, in 2 weeks is Father's Day. So I got something for you daddies out here. Don't think I'm going to leave you out. I did Mother's Day. Go check that out. The Truth, Know Your Truth, Real Talk on Mother's Day. I did that one. And I'm doing Father's Day on that week. So always join me, your host, bringing you the truth and nothing but the truth on Know Your Truth, Real Talk, with me, your host, Josiah for Knowledge, is adjourned. I will see you on the next one. Have a great weekend. Don't drink and drive, please. Don't. It's not worth it. Thank you. A great show. Thank you. I wanted to make it simple. I got to get out of here. I got a lot of work to do. I prepped, but I will be posting it most likely this weekend, I hope. So go check that. BBQ-licious. I won't tell you what it is. I think I did earlier. I hope I didn't. I sure did. Oh, well. Anyway, that's okay, because it's still BBQ-licious. Thank you, IAAH Radio Plus. Go check them out. That channel has all genres of music, everything you want to hear. 24 hours a day. And then you have IAH Radio, which is house. It's all about house. So go check that out when you want to hear just house music. They're 24 hours a day. That channel, download the app as IAAH Radio Plus, unless they change it, and IAAHradio.com, I believe it is. So thank you to the CEO 5 a.m. Yay. And all the beautiful DJs, great music. DJ Buggin' Hard, he's on Tuesdays and in the morning, actually, 11. I'll check him out. And all the other ones, you would have to go see their timelines. I'm sorry, I don't have their timelines. I know my timeline is at 3 o'clock every Saturday. So see you next Saturday at 3 o'clock for Know Your Truth Real Talk. I'll see you then. Ciao.